Nehemiah 2:8. And the king granted me what I asked, for the good hand of my God was upon me. It is not easy for a common man to access the king of a mighty kingdom and give his petition, but it is not hard for someone who works in the palace. Nehemiah was the one appointed to pour wine for the king. Even then, to request anything to the king was still impossible. But when Nehemiah realized that rebuilding the walls and tombs of his forefather was more important than his own life, he went ahead with the opportunity to speak to the king. Despite knowing that if the king did not like the petition, the consequence could be anything, yet Nehemiah decided to go ahead. With the prayer that God's hand will be upon him, he announced his petition to the king, upon which the response from the king was his promise to offer anything that Nehemiah required to complete this task. When Nehemiah informed of the items for this task, the king made provisions for them all. Henceforth, Nehemiah realized that God's hand were completely in favor of his desires. The things we action as per God's word and upon God's time, his hands will always work in favor of us. How kind the king may be, if a petition needs to be achieved, God will need to speak to his heart. Our God is great, influencing royal hearts for the ones who love God and those who obey him. Through unexpected ways, offering much needed support to us, God intervenes through authority and speaks to people in the highest positions. When we encounter such positive instances, we must not forget to give praise to God. However minute we may seem, our God is great and big, one limited of nothing. We being his children, he desires to bless us according to his glory. By his grace, we will be blessed furthermore. We will be blessed in the midst of kings. May God bless us.